Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Shafira Ilena Anakian and I'm from 9.3. So here, I will tell you and explain to you about one of the material that I got in 9th grade in mathematics lessons. And here, I will tell you about the quadratic equations. So, in this case, I will explain to you how to solve it with two types of method to solve these quadratic equations, and I will give an explanation about how to solve kind of equation that you might get when you do these quadratic equations. So, the first thing that I will tell you is quadratic equations can be solved with three types. But here I will only give you two types to solve or methods to do this. The first one are with factorizations. So these factorizations are the most normal, the most basic ones to do the quadratic equations. And most of the time, teacher are explaining to me with you have to do this with this quadratic equations with the methods of factorizations because it's way more easier than the second one. But for me, I think when you don't get it or when you don't want to think a lot of to solve this problem, I think the second one are more effective to you. But it's my opinion. So, and here I will tell you about the factorizations. In here, I have a example of it. First of all, I have x squared, and then you add it with 5x and add it with 6 equal to 0. This is the general form of the quadratic equations. Then, how to make it with the factorizations? With this thing. So, the first thing that you have to do are with times the x squared with the 6 times it. So, what you will get is a, this is a, the x is a, and the b is 5x, and the c is 6. So what you will get and what you have to do are with times a with c. It means you have to times 1 with 6. It equals to 6. And then after that, you have to search a number that equal to 5. So what we can get is with 2 times 3, because 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And when you add it like this, it equals to 5. So what you can get right here are with do this and then put the x in front of every types of this thing 2, and then what you can get and what you have to do are from the times that we get from the 5 are 2 and 3. So what you put is 2 and 3. From there, what we can get are x plus 2 equal to 0. And when you want to find the x, it means you put the x and move the 2 into the 0. So it's equal to minus 2. And then it's also apply to the another 3. So what you get here are x plus 3 equals to 0. And then x, put the x and then it equals to minus 3. So this is the final result of the way of factorizations. So the second thing, or the way to solve the quadratic equation, are with the formula. So what you can do right here are with insert the number to the formula. So as you know, from the word formula, you can know that the way to solve this thing are with a formula that you can put the number on it, then you will get the result. With an exceptions, if you can't do the equations with the factorizations, you can use this formula. So the formula are with minus b plus minus, and then roots of b squared minus 4 times a times c divided by 2 times a. So I will remind you again. In here I have an example of formula that you can use. 2x squared, 2x squared, and then you will minus it with 7x, minus it with 5, and equals to 0. This is the general form, but we can use the factorizations. This is the reason of why there's a formula. So once you use the factorizations, you have to find a number that equals to the b. This is b, a, and c. If it's the number are not equal to the number in here, so we can use the formula. So I will insert it. First, what you do are insert this. Insert the minus 7 minus 7 like that, and then plus minus. You have to write like this because we will have to answer. So it can be plus or minus. I'm sorry. So from there we do roots like this, minus 7 square, and then you minus it with 4 times a, the a is 2, times c is minus 5. And then from there we divide it with 2 times 2. So from there, from these operations, we can get a 7. 7 plus minus roots minus 7 square are equals to 49, right? And then you will minus it with 4 times 2 times minus 5. It is equals to minus 40. And then you can divide it with 2 times 2. It equals to 4. And from there we can get 7. 7 plus minus 49 minus 40, it equals to, it's plus, because from here it equals to plus, so it's plus 40, and from there 49 plus 40, it's 89, and then divide it with 4. From here, this is the final result of these equations, and you can do it more. So because I said before, it is 2 answer, right? So from that 2 answer, we can get x1 is 7 plus roots of 89 divided by 4, or x to 7 minus, so because we already got plus, so the next one are minus. 7 minus 89 divided by 40. If you are not really think of it, you will write plus 2, because in here we got 2 plus and minus, so we have to write each of it 1, not 2. And then that is the last thing about how to solve the formula and factorization in quadratic equation. And now I will give you one type of questions that have a connection with the quadratic equations. So the next thing that I will explain to you is about the new quadratic equation that you will get when you are doing an exercise about the quadratic equations. And here I've already written one of the thing that you will found in the quadratic equations. That is the new quadratic equation. So from here I already written the question are the roots of quadratic equation x squared plus 12x plus 20 equals to 0 are m and n. And then what we have to do are determine the new quadratic equation that have roots m plus 4 and n plus 4. From here, what we can do are plus and minus. Plus and minus, because from here, when you are insert the formula, you will get minus 12 and then you will get minus 20 by doing that. But the most important thing are plus and minus formula to get and to solve this with doing this by plus and times. So what I want to prove is like from this two thing that I have said before are this. First thing that you have to do are with m plus n. How to solve it? It is with minus b divided by a. This is minus b, right? While this one is 12. So what you have to put is minus 12. So it's true, right? From plus to minus, from minus to plus. This is minus 12 and the a is 1. So it's equal to minus 12. And then this one is m times n. It's c 20 divided by a. So 20 divided by 1 equals to 20. From there, what we can get are we have to insert the m plus 4 and n plus 4. So we have to insert it with these two types. First, what I want to do are with the plus. So what you can do are m plus 4 plus n plus 4 equals to m and add by n plus 8, because this is addition, so we have to add 4 and 4 equals to 8. M and n, we already written that m plus n are minus 12, so we insert in right here minus 12 plus 8. It is equals to minus 4. And then we already found the plus with the m plus 4 and n plus 4. But we have to do the same thing with the times. So what we can do right here are times by m plus 4 times n plus 4. So what you do right here are we do like this. It equals to mn and then like this plus m times 4. So it's m4. And then if you do like that, if you do what I did before, it is wrong. Because what you have to do are put the 4 first, and then you put the m. So, like that, the way you write, not m4, but 4m. And then do the same thing with the n, 4n. And then you times it. 4 times 4, it equals to 16. Mn, we already know that it's 20. So, we don't have to write that again, Mn, but you already can do this, 20. Plus, because this is the same thing, so we can do like this. We simplified it. M plus n. When you do like this, when time like this, it will equal to this, plus 16. So, 20 plus 4, m plus n, it's minus 12, like this. Minus 12 plus 16. And what you get is 20 plus minus 48 plus 16. And here will equals to minus 12. From there, the last thing that we do to get the result of it are with x squared minus x1 plus x2, and then do this, and x plus x1 times x2. x1 plus x2, this one, and then x1 times x2, like here. From that, we can get a result are x squared minus x1 plus x2, it's minus 4. So you do minus 4 and x plus x1 times x2. It is equals to minus 12. Equals to 0. So from this thing, we already know that this thing will change, of course. So it will become plus 4x, and then this one will be minus 12. So this is the final result of the new quadratic equation from the m plus 4 and n plus 4. And I think that's all for my explanation for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you understand about my explanation, and I'm really sorry if it bit too much or a bit to make you really dizzy, because me too, I kind of have a hard time to do this, but I can do it right now, because I think it's way more easier when you all practice and do it really hard. And I think that's all for my explanation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.